Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the second video for today. So if you didn't check out the first video, which was the troll face wallet, I'll have an annotation at the bottom of the screen linking to a playlist with all of the videos from time-lapse week so far. So you can check that out anytime you like, which is pretty cool. So for the second time-lapse today, I'm making a Spiral Knights themed time-lapse. If you remember, I did that Spiral Knights themed wallet a while back. That one was pretty cool. The same friend who one of my friends actually requested that wallet, so the same one who requested that requested me to make asked me to make a sword for the game, from the game. I know this sword is a cutter from the game. There's another name for it, but I don't know what it is. I can't remember. So, yeah, so I just call it a cutter, which is a pretty cool name. I actually had the sword myself in the game, so it's really fun. It's really fun to use. So yeah, you can just see him cutting out all the paper images there of the sword itself. So now this is not a duct tape creation, I mean to say. This is just a normal creation I learned to make, or just a random creation you could say, I learned to make a few weeks back. I actually made a Minecraft pickaxe, so that one was pretty cool. I didn't film it, just decided to make it myself and try it out as a prototype. So yeah, once I learned how to do it and everything came out well, I was able to do this one for my friend. So this one turned out pretty cool. You can see I'm using a glue stick, putting on the glue on the back of the paper image and sticking it down on the foam board there. So yeah, these are pretty cool to make. They're really easy. Just find the image you want of whatever game or whatever thing you want. So in this case, a sword, which is pretty cool. So there you go. It's all stuck on there now. Just sticking on the last piece in the front. Just gotta get some glue on it. And then we're going to start cutting that out with a, I guess you'd call it a carpenter knife. I'm not absolutely sure. You'll see what it is in a few minutes, or, no, excuse me, in a few seconds. So yeah, there, everything's stuck onto the thing. So there's that knife I was talking about. I guess you'd consider it like a carpenter knife. I'm not really sure. So yeah, you can see I'm just trying to cut that out there. It's a little tough to cut through foam board. I'm just trying to help it along with a little bit with an X-Acto knife. So yeah. So I really like using foam board for creations. It's a really nice substitute for canvas for if you're doing paintings, which is really cool. And it also works really well for doing this kind of thing. You can also use cardboard, but when I did the Minecraft pickaxe, it didn't turn out too well. I have actually hanging up on my wall right now, and it doesn't really. It's kind of holding together well, but it's kind of flimsy. Foam board's a lot stronger, so I used foam board for this instead of cardboard, and it turned out a lot nicer when it was all finished. So there you go. You can see I'm just working my way through it. You saw I paused there for a second. I'm actually watching some YouTube videos while working on this. So yeah, I usually try and do two things at once, which sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't, but I usually just pay attention more to the creation I'm making than the video, so just something to keep myself occupied other than doing this. I always have to be doing two things at once. It's for a habit I have. So yeah, so you can see I'm just working my way around the sword and just cutting out all the pieces. So now this is actually a two-sided piece, so the image will be on the other side and everything will be aligned, which looks really cool. So yeah, so this video is shorter than the others because the creation itself only took 25 minutes to make, which is really simple, really quick. In my case, with all the other creations I've made in the past, have taken an hour, 2 hours to make, which is pretty insane. So there you can see I finally got one piece of the foam board off the sword, and I'm working on the other side. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So this video itself, this one here is only sped up 4 times its normal speed, whereas the rest of the time lapses of this week and a lot of the others I've done so far in the past have been 8 times its normal speed. So you can see this one's not as fast as others, so that's pretty cool. So that's pretty good. I don't know where I was going with that one, but it's pretty cool that I can just choose what speed I want. So yeah, so if it was 8 times the normal speed, this video would only be 3 minutes, and I thought that was a little bit too short of a video, so I decided to leave it at 4 times its normal speed and just left it at around 6 minutes, I think, which is pretty good time. I'd slow it down so you can see what I'm actually doing, so it's not too fast. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see I'm just cutting out the other image there of the actual sword, well, of the sword anyway, the other image of the sword for the other side. Just used a the Paint program that just comes with Windows, and I just I just flipped around the image so I could use it on the other side, because if I didn't do that, it wouldn't have lined up correctly. So once I edit it, no, sorry, that just does not sound right when you try and say edit it, which I don't think is really a word. I really don't know. Not the best with grammar. So, but yeah. So when I tweaked the image, I guess you could say I just flipped it around so everything would fit in place and both images would fit correctly. So yeah. So I'm just gonna have the last piece there, and then I'm gonna stick that on the front. So that's the tip of the sword. So it's just going on right there. So now this could have been bigger than I actually made it. You can pretty much make these any size you like, which is really cool. Later on today, I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial on how to make one of these things. So look out for that. It'll probably be, I'm going to say around 5, just so I have time to do some stuff before then and have time to film it and everything. So yeah, so look out for that. That'll be really cool. So yeah, I'm just putting on the last bit of glue there and getting ready to stick that on. So there you go, the entire sword's finished, and now here's a normal real-time look at the entire sword. Right now I'm just cleaning off some of the excess glue that got left on there from the glue stick, and once that's off, it's pretty much done. Looks really cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the second time-lapse for today, the second time-lapse of for day 5 of time-lapse week, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so there's the sword, looks really nice. So yeah. As I always say, just enjoy the wonder that is duct tape. Hope you enjoyed this time-lapse, and I'll catch you later today for the tutorial, and then tomorrow for the next time-lapse of time-lapse week, day 6. So look out for that. Hope you enjoy it. So see you later.